We're taking you to sushi.
I love how you said it at the same time, but I hate what you said.
And that's how we open. And then we're doing this. But like we're starting where we started.
I'm about to start, okay? You boys ready? I like how I can just force the conversation to stop because I'm about to open a can.
Wait. Do you understand how much power you hold, Dan?
Yeah, Dan, you
hold too much.
No, to be honest, Dan holds a lot of power.
Holy crap.
You've given me too much control.
We can be mid-conversation, and as soon as he does the thing, we have to stop talking.
I'm Dan.
I'm Zack.
I'm Ryan, and welcome back to the Daily Life of College Boys.
The podcast where we tell you interesting stories about our not-so-interesting lives as we in a pursuit to make our lives as interesting as possible.
That's great.
Dan,
No, but we're seriously taking you to sushi. Tonight. This is your punishment.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Whoa. Whoa. Language.
You guys are in sync tonight.
When aren't we in sync? We finish each other's
poems.
Yeah.
Oh, we should start doing poetry.
Come up to open mic club.
It's during my club though.
Speaking of that,
Okay, well,
I didn't know you were the president of that.
No. I'm going to be the president of it.
Yeah, Ryan was like, I feel like that'd be a great club, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure Zach's president of that.
Yeah, no.
You were so confused.
Yeah, no. So we went to the buffet at the Student Village.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Dan, you know what we could really use on campus? It's like what? Karaoke night or club. And Dan's like, oh, there's already that. And I'm like, oh, what is it? He's like, oh, open mic night.
Club.
And I'm just like, oh, I didn't know that. And they're like, yeah. And Dan's like, oh yeah, Zach's president of it. I'm just like,
I'm gonna be president next semester.
Oh, elections already went through?
Well, I was talking to the guy and I was like, I love this club so much. Like, cause this was something that I've always wanted. Cause I play guitar, I play music. I can't sing for crap, but I love to sing anyway. And it's not about singing, it's just how much you want to sing, not whether you can do it or not. So for you people out there, remember, if you want to sing, it's about the desire, not the skill. So if you can't sing, but you still want to, it's all right for you to sing.
Doesn't stop Dan from
Unless-
screaming in the
Dan.
car. No, it doesn't. It doesn't stop me from
Unless-
doing it in
Doesn't stop
public.
me.
unless you self-deprecate yourself a lot like I do.
Yes. But oh
Even
my God,
then.
are you okay?
No.
But yeah, and I was like, we need people that are passionate about this club for our officers. So I'm a general officer now. So I help them with all their duties.
Hey, you come here oftenly enough, right? You're an officer now.
Well, I was helping with them anyway, and they're like, "We'll just make you general officer." So I'm in the group chat and stuff like that. And then he's like, "Next semester, you want to be president?" I was like, "Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to help with this." Speaking of which, you guys want to help me with that?
That is during when Gamers Guild is.
That's if I'm still here next semester.
That's why we're taking you to sushi.
Mm-hmm. I demand your test grades from now on.
For all of you, we need some clarification on what's going on now.
Oh crap! We haven't addressed this on the podcast, have we?
Haven't. Oh.
How exquisite.
Should I explain it or should you guys?
Do you want to have to explain in front of the camera and admit to our viewers what you've done?
Or would you like us
to butcher it
So,
entirely?
so basically, this is. So I have two options here. I can explain what goes on. You guys will correct me if I make any
basically, I'll correct you, and Dan will just sit there doing his little floral dance.
Yeah. Or I could let them
Snapchat
explain
filter.
and give a lot of guilty faces.
I like that idea. I want to see those guilty faces.
Do I have a coin?
What?
A coin.
Oh, here's one.
Okay.
There's a penny. You can't flip a penny. Pennies don't count.
What?
Everyone knows the penny's obsolete. It costs more to make pennies than.
Don't be coyness.
All right. Anyways,
Zachary.
Zach. Heads will be you guys explain. Tails, I explain. Okay.
But pennies don't exist.
Ow.
Damn it! It's heads. All right, so we're explaining.
We're explaining.
All right.
Take it away, Dan.
Oof. Man, I thought I was gonna get to make faces the whole time. All right, whatever. So,
You just make faces the whole time.
Ryan is a trash sleep schedule.
It's horrible. It basically is.
No, because I've been interacting with him the whole weekend. So,
Okay.
Ryan, what time did you get up this morning?
Wait, you got up this morning?
Well,
you got up this morning?
Shh. Morning is question.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of excited.
No.
Okay.
No, you shouldn't.
What time did you wake up, Ryan?
Well, today and yesterday, I woke up at 5 p.m.
So, I've been doing this thing because I have to get up.
Wait. That's the evening. Evening officially starts at 5.
And I went to bed both nights at 1.
So, anyways, Ryan and I have had some problems.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Have you ever heard of
That is literally
oversleeping?
twice as much as you need.
Have you ever heard of oversleeping? You can oversleep.
Yes, I know. That's also considered a coma.
So I had a problem first semester where I would go to sleep too late because of my roommate, and then that would put me in this loop of showing up.
Mike went to sleep late?
No, Tex.
Oh, right.
Tex would be
Tex.
Tex
Have we
would be
told
like,
them about Tex yet?
I
don't
feel like
remember.
We need to save that for a special episode.
that's an episode on its own.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of stories we can tell about Tex.
Ooh, I don't know if he'd want us to tell them though.
Tex is coming back.
That's debatable because
Remember,
I don't know if
he's going to be visiting?
No.
Tex is going to be visiting. Remember?
Okay,
And he can be on the podcast, and that can be an exploit, it'll be a warning episode. It'll be an episode with a warning. Warning! Extreme profanity.
Warning, extreme everything.
Yeah, basically. Not safe for life.
We're gonna do an episode of Hot Ones on the podcast with Tex. I'm gonna die, and Tex is gonna point and laugh at me.
So anyways,
I would show up to math late or not at all because I would have slept in way too much. And like, if you miss a certain number of classes, you instantly fail that class. Now Ryan wakes up at 5 p.m. on the weekends, which he's a little bit better about on the weekdays. He wakes up at noon. So that's not
Doesn't help that he has like 2 classes before noon.
Yes. So what I've been doing since I got a new roommate, Mike, who's a good
Mike's great.
military boy.
Me and Mike are roommates.
God bless Mike. That man keeps my life stable. Mike goes to bed on a regular basis because he has to wake up in the morning for Air Force things. So I instantly attached myself to Mike's schedule as I attached myself to Tex's schedule and ruined myself. So now I can actually wake up at 9 o'clock and not feel like I'm going to die. And also I can actually wake up and not sleep through my alarm clock.
I used to do that.
So, I
know, right?
Hammy or Sharpie?
Why you didn't know? Stop. Hold on. Why do you Sharpie?
Because I need to rewrite Get Ryan on my hand.
Right.
So Ryan was like, "Yeah, I've been missing my classes," and I'm like, "This is unacceptable, Ryan."
Because if he misses his classes, he just does bad in the class. He does bad in the class. He fails the class. And he fails classes.
Yeah, he won't be here anymore.
And if Ryan's not here anymore,
I don't have a Sharpie.
Oh, okay.
Wait, will the podcast go kaput if Ryan's not here?
Yes. Well, I mean, it'll be well, not necessarily, but it'll be a lot more hard to do, or maybe it won't. I don't know. Anyways, when I wake up in the morning, I immediately go get Ryan. Because he sleeps through his alarm.
And I didn't learn about this until a little bit later. And when I come into this situation, Ryan's telling me about this. It's fantastic. He's telling me the story, and I'm just like, all right, we're gonna start holding you accountable. You know, we're gonna make sure you're doing your work. We're gonna keep you. We're gonna go and talk to you. And we told him if he's not doing his work.
Oh, but I just want to say, so my punishment is the weirdest punishment.
Let me explain it. I want to explain the punishment.
It's also the worst thing for you.
It's the worst thing for me.
So, we told him that if he isn't doing his work, if he's not going to classes, if he is failing, me and Dan will take him out to dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever food it is, pay for his meal for him, and do homework there.
Oh, are we going to do homework there too?
Yes.
Ah, crap. Are we doing that homework then at sushi then?
No, not tonight.
Okay.
Tonight's just sushi. I don't want food. Ryan hates being given things and having things paid for him.
I am so stingy. Literally every single time.
Well, then do your homework. This is solvable, Ryan. Do your homework. Go to class.
I'm gonna start using meal plans on you, which means less food for me, which is kind of a good thing to a certain extent. But also, it means I'll have less meal plans at the end of the week, which means we also will be going out more.
And guess who's paying for that? Us. We're paying for it, Ryan. We're paying for it. You eat it.
He's so mad right now. You have no idea the tension in the room. The amount of salt on your face is comparable to a literal salt shaker.
And no, it's comparable to the amount of salt Mike got from his friends.
Okay.
Oh my god! That realization, Dan. My gosh.
I
wish I could put. I wish I could edit in realization in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Did we haven't mentioned Mike's tactical salt, have we? So Mike has a Discord of a bunch of friends of his from back home and all over the place, and they're pretty cool people. I hang out with them sometimes when Mike's on. And they did a weird, it was like some Christmas, Easter, I don't know.
They pranked each other with gifts.
Yeah, they pranked each other with gifts. And they sent Mike 6 pounds of salt. So he had 6 containers of, just...
1 pound salt containers.
Yeah, he just has these jars
because
of
he's
salt.
so salty.
yeah. And, I don't know, there's just been stupid stuff involving them. It's been pretty great.
Oh my god. Do you know how many feuds were started because of that?
And the
Trenholm and Bailey can't talk to each other now because of that.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's so fucking... Sorry, language. It's so stupid.
People are no longer friends because of what happened with that salt.
People started stealing the salt from Mike and using it for nefarious deeds. That salt was literally weaponized. It's really stupid.
That salt caused salt.
Mike was the supplier.
Not
No,
willingly.
he wasn't.
He wasn't willing.
It was in his possession.
No.
That's like saying if somebody mails me drugs, I'm gonna get arrested for possession of drugs.
No, that's like if somebody steals your medication, you'll be arrested for selling that medication to someone.
No, or somebody steals your gun and shoots themselves, and then you're arrested for murder.
That's better. Yeah.
All right. Shall we?
I went to the flea market today. I got some ties. I'm adding that to my wardrobe now, so expect that from the future on. The time is now.
Still going with the hats though.
Yes. I took Andy to Universal with me, and we had a good time. She'd never been to Universal.
Sounds like a date.
It was not.
Do you wish it was?
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh yeah. Dan,
I'm kidding.
you also
I'm kidding.
told me you were thinking about taking me, but you changed your mind.
Yeah. I couldn't find you.
No, you said if you took me that I wouldn't want anything from you.
Yeah, I would be there and I'd be like, "You want to get food?" And you'd be like, "No, I want water." And I'm like, "What the hell?"
Dan, it's actually kind of a good thing you didn't invite me. We probably would have been kicked out like that.
That's true.
You know,
yeah. we would have been shit posting so much that they would have literally thrown us out.
Probably.
Oh, they I sent you the picture of the Coke building, right? They have a Coke building there. It's like Coke themed future park. It's not as cool as you would want it to be though.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you see my shirt, guys?
All right. So I went to the flea market today, and I got more than just this tie. I also went to a lot of places.
No women's shoes.
I have women's shoes now.
Women's shoes.
They replaced my old flip flops because they were literally falling apart, and now I have different things that are falling apart.
Women's shoes.
Yeah. No, the hot glue fell off. Anyway, so I'll get that later. All right. So there is a video game store there. And it's very nice, and it has many Atari games.
Yes.
Zack has an old Atari console.
2 old Atari consoles. Very proud of them. It took a while to collect it.
Now, let me see if I can find said photography. Photographe. Where is it? I think it's like one of the few pictures that I actually took while I was there.
I want to go there.
Yeah, it's really neato. They have like souvenir cups, and that's mostly
cool.
and the serve yourself button touchscreen.
Yeah.
Coke machines. That's all that's inside.
I-
But stand by. So a place that has a lot of Atari games. There's more than one place that has Atari
More than
games.
one place that has Atari games.
The other ones don't have very many though. It's like maybe like 10 or 12. The one that I'm talking about has like 40. I don't know. Maybe I'm overestimating. Whatever. The place next to that has antique stuff, and they have an entire section that is literally Coca-Cola.
Why, Dan? I wanted to go there with you.
I know.
You know,
I'm sorry.
we talked about going
Listen,
there.
I needed to scout it out and make sure
Dan,
that...
we scout things out together.
I forgot about that. I also
And
didn't
now
know
we
where
just start
it
bringing
was.
Ryan to these things
And paying for him.
and paying for him.
Well, the thing is with the Universal, I don't really. You literally don't have to pay me because my brother works there.
Paying for him.
No. Stop it. Oh, I have a story to tell. It's actually very.
All right.
To me, it's interesting. I don't know. But
Wait, what were we doing with this podcast? We're telling stories. Or are we talking about
TV shows and movies were something
Yeah,
we
but
were going to bring up. We're doing that
we,
in a
we
little.
tell stories and then we go. To
Okay,
the
yeah, we
topic.
tell stories and go to our topic.
Okay, so I actually did something very healthy this past week.
Whoa, wait a minute. What did you just say?
I did something very healthy this past week.
I feel like I'm being tricked. He's
Dan.
having a seizure.
I told you this already, but
Open your mouth. I'll pull the Coke in.
no.
Oh, it's empty. Shit, grab me another can. Stat.
Ah!
No, you can't. You gotta... There we go. Don't drop it.
Your hands gotta shake.
Oh, I have to tell my caffeine story later.
Yeah.
Remind me about that.
Okay.
I know that was a lot for you to take in.
It was shaking a lot.
Oh, jeez.
He was having.
What just happened? I blacked out there for a second.
I said I did something healthy this past week.
No. He's actually kind of heavy.
Or you just weak.
It's both.
So
You're made of air power, Zach. What am I gonna
God,
do?
dude, you could.
I'm not in the
Do you know
military.
how heavy an idea is? I'm that embodiment of that.
I mean, I'm the embodiment of
Dan.
okay, so
literally. There's no word for it.
So I went for a 3-hour walk.
Okay, you did that on accident.
You gotta make those runs though. You gotta like make them in little jogs.
No, this walk was intentional, Dan.
I don't believe you.
So basically, the campus we go to, or the university we go to, it's a very open college. So,
Literally all colleges.
Yeah.
well, not every college.
It's not like there's a wall.
Huh?
It's not like there's a wall or anything.
No, some colleges have dates that you require, like.
I guess, yeah.
So, and we've talked about this in my security classes last semester. How
What's your major again?
Homeland Security.
That's literally the easiest major.
I know. So, and
How are you failing?
stop. So, anyways, Dan knows that I'm great in finding flaws in practically almost anything. Yet I fail to analyze myself. But anyways,
No, you analyze yourself. You just understand and accept it, which is
but I like to examine. I like to critique, and I like to improve the one thing that I'm looking at. And so I took a walk to a college right down the road called Daytona State College. Okay, that's where my cousin goes. And Daytona State College apparently
There's a lot more girls there.
Apparently, what I found out was it's more medical/photography. I know, it's weird.
I expected the medical, but photography?
Yeah, no, that's what my cousin went to go do. I know, but anyways, so I just waltzed right in. I walked probably to the near back of the college to where probably some of the most secure areas they have are. And just like I walked around, and eventually as like it was starting to get later, I was actually spotted by a staff member and like, what are you doing out here? I'm just walking. They're like, can I see your ID? I'm just like, I don't go here. They're like, what do you mean? I'm a Riddle student. And I pulled out my student ID, and they're like, what are you doing here? Walking.
Could you imagine scare? Wait,
I
what do you mean? Why are you walking here? Why here? Why not at your own school?
And
Well, I walked from my own school to here, and then someplace else.
and I walked around there for about 2.5 hours because it took me apparently 30 minutes to walk there. So I walked around for 2.5 hours everywhere to the dorms, the classrooms, the admin building, just everywhere, and just like no security.
I don't believe you. Because every time I drive by that place, the parking lot always has at least one car. That's,
Marked for security.
yeah.
I walked right in.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways, I did that yesterday too.
You did it again?
You did what? Oh my god. That made it so much better.
What?
That made it infinitely better.
I was spotted by the same guy.
Did he say hi?
Yeah.
Are you guys friends now?
No. But yeah.
Are you gonna go there when you flunk out of this college?
And the thing is too, like, it's so weird. Like they're done with classes so early. Like they're done with their latest class is at 5.
That they offer?
Huh?
The latest class that they all offer?
Yeah.
I mean, like
That's
most.
same here.
Yeah, it's most of our classes end at
No,
5.
our latest class is like 1 in the morning.
What?
Yeah, we have classes like late in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, those are
What?
those like how advanced are those classes?
I don't know, but I know there's classes.
Well,
that,
a majority of them. end
Honestly
at
though,
5.
that may be for a lot of people that work and go to school, so like they work all day and they can only get classes at night.
exactly. But
And
like,
here, like I guess.
I
there's
wouldn't.
people
I
like
wouldn't like. I assume that they have that too, though,
that. Yeah.
because they're more open than us, to an extent.
it's just like it's quiet, and they actually have interesting things there. Like,
We don't have interesting things here.
no, I'm just saying. They have a few
Excuse
Me-
me,
we're
they
all-
don't
we're-
have
Do you
propellers.
understand? Like all of us, we're trying to make this campus more interesting. We're not doing a good job of it because we haven't done much yet.
Been very busy.
No,
We've
but
been
like
very busy.
even at like 5, 6,
And lazy.
7, or
We've been
8
lazy.
o'clock, there's still people out and about walking around.
On here, yeah.
Yeah, but Daytona, there's dead, quiet, no one.
I guess that campus just is a little lame.
Ooh.
obviously.
Throwing shade at a
No.
cousin college. Dang.
Ooh.
Calling out our neighbors. What's good? Get destroyed.
It seems like they're trying to build something too. Like we're trying to.
What? They got annihilated.
Yep. Okay.
Apparently, they're trying to build something like we're trying to build like the new student union.
The new student union looks like a clamshell. I'm gonna try to get everyone called the clamshell. Like, how cool of a nickname would that be? It's like, yeah, I'm going to the clamshell.
We force Sodexo to open an oyster bar. Call it the heart of the clamshell.
Called the Pearl.
There we go. That's better.
So, do you have a story?
All right.
I can just talk about what I've been up to because I've been doing some
uh,
interesting stuff.
Let me throw in what happened yesterday.
Is this thing that you were going to tell me at the beginning of the podcast that you wanted to see my reaction in live camera?
No, that was the Coke antique thing.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I was driving back from where my mom lives, which is on the other side of the state, and I was like, I have to pass through Orlando, and Orlando has terrible traffic. It's the worst.
It is.
And between where she lives and Orlando, I was like, all right, I guess I could like get an energy drink because I'm a little tired and it's gonna be a real long drive. So I find this thing called Red Line. And it,
you
well,
mean
Red Line
everyone knows what
Extreme.
Red Line is?
I have no idea.
All right.
Are we talking about the
Are we
anime?
talking about the anime?
I listened to the soundtrack while I was driving, while hyped up on caffeine.
Fantastic.
My hands could not stop shaking.
Is this when you were hyped up on caffeine yesterday?
Yes.
Wasn't Bailey and Nathan with you?
They were with me when I got to the parking lot and wouldn't leave me. They had me drive them places.
Alright, so anyways, continue.
Redline has, I think it's 158 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot, and that's in one serving. And there's 2 servings in the bottle. I only drank 1 because there's like the clear thing on the side so you can see how much you've drank. And that destroyed me. I literally was screaming for 20 minutes during the car ride.
How many
just
milligrams?
to get rid of
158.
158.
To put comparison, this one can of Coca-Cola has 34 milligrams.
Yeah.
Caffeine. This one can of nondescript soda.
Where do you see 34?
Yes, Mr. Not
Where do you see 34?
branded.
Not. It's right here.
Yeah, where do you see that?
It's on the ingredients side right there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So this nondescript brand Coca-Cola, please sponsor us. We love you. Please, I'm not a slut for you. Please. This nondescript soda has 34 milligrams of
That's
caffeine.
practically a fifth.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And how big was the can that you drank?
It was about the size of the Coke can. It tasted not that great, but
Yeah, because you were just drinking caffeine and water.
well, it was more chemicals than it was water.
You were just drinking caffeine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dan, tell how it's not FDA approved.
Oh yeah, it's not approved by the FDA.
It says so on
Oh, should I go get the bottle?
Please go. I'll edit a pause and then just
Stand by. No, Zack.
I'll
Zach,
talk about what I've been up to.
stuff. I'll be back.
Bye,
Yeah,
Dan.
Yeah, no.
Bye, Dan.
I just want to say on the side of the bottle it says these statements above have not been reviewed by the Federal Drug and Association.
I thought they weren't allowed to sell products that weren't approved by the FDA.
Yeah, no. It says on the bottle. And it still sells. It's basically just an off-brand monster. Now, okay, so I wanted to say this while Dan was talking, but obviously I didn't want to be rude. But keyword a lot varies from person to person. Dan has that. That would probably literally be just me drinking water because both of you know I can drink 4 monsters back to back like it's water.
Dude, that's messed up. That's messed up, and you know it. It's not good, and you
The
know
most
it.
amount of monsters that I've had back to back without a cardiac arrest is 10.
Wait. You've drank enough monsters to go into cardiac
No,
arrest?
no. I was saying like it was just an exaggeration.
Okay.
The
Saying the most I've drank without going into cardiac arrest is 10 insinuates that you have drank in the number to get to cardiac arrest.
I would actually like to see.
Don't! No! We're not doing this for science. There's no question.
I might.
It's
do
not.
That.
It's no. I don't. No.
I might do that.
I will pay for your hospital bill, huh?
I might do that if I
won't
fail
pay for
this
your hospital.
semester.
I'm not going to pay for your hospital bill.
If I fail
I don't have that kind of money.
I'll probably just see how much it did.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Because you're not going to fail. Because if you do begin to fail, guess how much stuff we're going to buy you?
Well, you can buy me whatever you want. It's not a change the fact that I can't come back.
Well, yeah, I know, but the point is you're not going to fail because we're going to make you study. We got you. Holding you accountable, dude.
Should have told Dan to bring more Coke.
You think we can telepathically tell him? Dan, go bring us more Coke, Dan. Dan, bring back Coke.
If you're
Bring Coke, Dan. Dan, come back with more Coke. Please come back with more Coke,
okay,
Dan.
He's back.
Dan, did you come back with more Coke, Dan?
Huh?
Did you come back with more Coke?
I get the
We're
bottle.
trying to telepathically tell him to come back with more Coke.
Told me to get the bottle, so all I can focus on is the.
Let me see this.
Oh yeah, wait, let me find it.
There's still stuff left. This is clear.
Yeah, that was my first reaction.
Contains 2 servings.
Talking to Mike.
Wait, Zach, please let me
One
show you where.
No, let me. Original triple berry.
Do you smell it?
I thought you were.
It smells like berry. It smells berrylicious. Red Line Ultimate Energy Rush Extreme. Contains 2 serving. Caution. Read label before drinking. You know it's going to be a good time when your drink says caution. Dietary supplement. Naturally and artificially flavored. So, you know. VPX. Live powerfully. Okay. There's a cross on this. Study based on humans drinking 4 ounces. All right.
There's about 8 ounces in here. So
Yeah, there's
it's
two,
one
there's
serving.
2. Please recycle. That's good. Electrolytes.
Wait, Zack, please let me.
Wait. University studied 7.5% improvement reaction time.
Keep going.
A potential 13% increase in energy. An amazing 15% increase in mental focus. God damn, this sounds like it's terrible for you.
Keep going.
I don't know
Wait, let me see.
where to read
Wait,
this.
right.
No. Show me where to read it. Read it, because I want to read it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
here.
right there. Yeah.
Right there.
All right.
Please read nice, loud, and clear into the microphone what that says.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. REF examination of pre-exercise, high-energy supplement exercise. It says keep out of reach of children.
So just basically, Dan.
Do not exceed recommended daily intake.
I mean, I could, but.
Shut up, Ryan. You are a black hole.
Hold up, but it has less than 2 cups of coffee, though. Of caffeine.
It's really condensed.
Do not use products if you are more than 15 pounds overweight.
I am. I can say that right now.
You assume liability if this product is used in a manner inconsistent with the label guidelines.
Oh yeah, it says that too. It also gives side effects.
Do not use this product if you are at risk of treating for any medical conditions, including but not limited to high or low blood pressure,
I don't know.
cardiac arrhythmia,
Probably not.
stroke,
Maybe in like 60 years.
heart,
In like 40 years.
liver,
In like 20 years.
kidney,
In like 10 years.
or thyroid disease,
We're gonna go up to 15.
seizure,
That
seizure
got
disorder,
Yeah, probably not.
psychiatric condition,
That's already now.
difficulty urinating,
Oh boy! Wow, what the fuck is on this list? Language.
prostate enlargement,
Okay, is that a bad thing?
probably,
I don't know. I've heard some kinky things about that.
diabetes,
All right, yeah, I'm at risk for that very heavily.
or if you are taking a MAO inhibitor. I don't know.
I don't know what
Discontinue use and consult your healthcare professional if you experience any adverse reaction to this product, including but not limited to rapid heartbeat,
that is. Not really.
dizziness,
No.
severe headache,
A little bit.
shortness of breath.
I didn't notice. Just breathing too fast. Gotta go faster, Zach.
Recommended use. Shake well.
Oh no, I did not do that.
Always begin use with a quarter bottle.
What?
Always begin use with 1/4 bottle.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's saying start off with only.
Never
a
exceed
quarter
more
of
than
the
4
bottle.
ounces per serving.
Oh.
Warning! Too much caffeine may cause nervousness, irritability, sleeplessness, occasionally rapid heartbeat. Not recommended by use individuals under 18 years old. One serving of red line provides 150. You know what? This actually leads into a good story.
Oh.
A fun story. So, high school, me and a couple friends, being teenagers, right? Have a great idea. We say we're going to make the death machine.
Oh.
My friend came up to me and he was like, hey, I have an idea. I was like, what is it? Oh, a drink. Okay. And we're going to call it the death machine. I was like, why is that? Because if you drink it, you die.
What was in it?
All right.
It's a
What was
very-
in it?
it's a very
Mountain Dew
broad
Kickstart,
Oh,
Amp,
right.
Rockstar,
Whoa.
Monster, Red Bull, 5-hour energy, and one more energy drink that I can't remember. Combine all of them to one cup. And
Doesn't
we
sound too
drank
bad.
it until we were out of all of the ingredients.
Doesn't sound too bad. I mean, to me.
Oh, Ryan, tell your.
We were running on walls. It was a good time.
Ryan, can you tell us about how many? Oh, you know what? Can you tell us about your championship and the amount of Monster you drank that one time?
Wait, you had a monster drinking championship?
No,
Difference.
No. Okay, so basically, I had a gaming tournament, right? And so I drank monsters to help me achieve that record
What record?
for the world's longest King of the Hill match.
You are part of that record?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was Team Fortress 2.
Of course it was TO2. What else would it be?
It's the only thing he ever plays other than Wizard 101.
Shut up. Anyways, so basically, the world record is 26 hours, 42 minutes, and 13 seconds. Non-stop. No eating, drinking, or using the bathroom. Okay. So basically, in a nutshell,
Wait, how many hours?
26.
Dang.
A bit over 26 and a half. Anyways, so basically, what I did back to back, I had 10 monsters back to back. And that helped me have enough energy to stay active for quite a while. But after the tournament, one of my teammates had to go to a hospital.
Understandable. They didn't eat.
Or drink. Or use the bathroom.
So you you drank.
The only thing I drank was Monster.
Yeah, why didn't they have water with them and snacks to eat?
They did.
How do you go?
No one. It's a It's a 26-hour tournament, Zachary. You think those people who are that dedicated bother to stop to drink and eat?
Beer hat is Camelback.
I was thinking about that. Like, why didn't you have a huge bucket with a straw attached to it on your back?
Because we didn't think it was going to last that long.
Well, you went for the world record. Of course
Excuse
it's gonna last
me.
that long.
You should always assume every tournament lasts that long.
No. We once had a 14-hour Minecraft session. That was fun.
They were planning to do that again this weekend.
Yeah, they were, and they didn't.
Yeah. I thought I had missed it, but then they weren't playing, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't have a story to tell. I got to tell a story.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Who's
Wait,
chair
I
is
told
squeaking?
my monster story. Of course, I told my
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Is this chair squeaking or is it an animal? Because I'm pretty sure it's a chair.
I think it's a chair.
It's mine.
That was a chair.
Okay.
I guess we can talk about what we've been up to. It's been a while since we
Wait.
did a podcast, actually.
What about TV?
Well, yeah, we're gonna go into that.
We're gonna
I
okay.
just want to kind of recap. So, a lot of cool stuff has happened with ROTC, actually. Because I joined Arnold Air Society. For people that don't know, it's a honor society, kind of like a frat, but not actually a frat.
Good boy.
It's just extracurricular ROTC stuff. And then we had our dining out, which is this big, huge formal event that all the cadets go to. We get dressed up real nice. We have dinner, and there's a guest speaker and everything. And then we do this thing called the grog, where the upperclassmen get a toilet and fill it up with God knows what. They explain what they fill it up. It could be anything. And then people come up, and they say some silly poem calling out people, and they drink it. It's all edible stuff, not like poison or alcohol or anything. It's all like funny stuff. Like they'll put different drinks, like applesauce or
Dan,
and like
did you ever do the
milk
grog
and like
thing?
No.
Oh, you missed out.
yeah.
I was with
They
them
put
for
some
a
funny
year.
stuff in there,
Oh.
and it's real nasty. And the people they have to go up there, they salute it and they take the cup and they say to the mess and they go whoomp.
Oh, and wait, did
You
did
guys.
okay. Okay, sorry. Let me ask you this. Did you have to drink it and then drink all of it
And then
put
put it
all
on your
over
head. Yep.
And
You
if
drink
a
all
drop
of it.
fell, you had to do more.
Yep. And if it fell off your head, you had to do it again. And if you didn't drink it all in one fell swoop and you took away and then you went back, you had to do it again. A couple people had to do it again. But here's what's really cool, and this is amazing. So, a cadet proposed to his girlfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah. During our session, so it's pretty exciting.
That's cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff has been happening in the Air Force.
Okay, did
ROTC.
you also get... Alright, so Mike came back and he nearly pissed himself
Yeah.
telling me
So
about this.
they gave us as a gift a shell casing from an A-10 Warthog. The GAU-8, that gun that goes, you know, and it goes and kills everything. We got a shell casing from one of those.
And it's a shot glass.
it can be used as a shot glass.
How much? Well, yeah, it's bigger than a shot glass. I know that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just wondering, like, what's the measurements of that? You know.
I don't know how many ounces that Gow shell is.
I really want to use it in cooking.
It's not a good thing, Dan.
I'm gonna figure out
Silence.
because like I do bartending stuff, so it may be enough for a mixer.
I saw a thing at the flea market today. They have the shakers.
Yeah, is it 3-piece?
Yes.
Wait, do they have full sets?
Yep.
Okay, I need to get one of those.
Mm.
I don't have one yet,
I need to
and,
find.
I'm getting into
Special.
bartending.
I need to get back into cooking.
I don't drink.
No.
But I like bartending. I like the atmosphere around it. I like the technique to it. And I think, when I do become old enough to actually, buy alcohol and mix drinks and stuff, if I have like house parties and guests over, I could bartend for them. That'd be pretty cool. More traditional bartending, not like party bartending.
Will you regularly make me and Ryan drinks, or at least
Sure.
me?
As long as you guys supply me with alcohol. Like I'll have my normal
I mean, when we're
stand,
when we're legal boys.
when we're legal, of course. I don't drink now, and I'm never gonna be able to make stuff until I'm 21 because I can't buy alcohol then.
Now I
But,
have this alcohol story.
But
Is
so
it the one from when you
what's
were a
interesting
kid?
is I do
Save
some,
that
I
for
do some
another
research and I watch because I'm learning how to make the drinks now. So when I actually get like my hands on things, I can start doing it. Bartending in America is very different from bartending in the East. Like for example, bartenders always talk about there's American bartending, there's big flashy bars and club bartending, and then there's the more unique, the Japanese style of bartending. I know people are gonna think like, oh, Japanese weed, but no, Japanese actually have a way of bartending which is more focused on the process and technique and making sure everything is very precisely done.
I remember I was sending you screenshots of Japanese.
No,
drinks.
you were sending me screenshots of drinks from an anime, which is
Yes.
stupid. They serve the same drinks as they do here. They just do it a
LOL.
different way. So in bars in America, one bartender will be serving 20 people. Now bars in Japan, one bartender will be serving 5 people. And it's a much more personal process because they'll sit there and they'll do everything a certain way. It's very meticulous and very, very perfect. You'll go ask and you'll ask for a drink. And you may not get it for 30 minutes because some dude is back there carving a diamond out of ice. Like stuff like that. It's pretty cool. They actually do apprenticeships over there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah, they do.
You go and do apprenticeship for bartending, and you'll spend like the first year and a half just carving ice.
Why didn't I do that when I was in Japan? Damn. There's so many things I didn't do when I was in Japan.
That's the style of bartending that I'm going for, though. The more meticulous present, because it's really fun to look at. Like, you should have this show bartending that's exciting, but there's something special about meticulously and doing it perfectly and everything. Like, your drink's always to the right. You always pour with your right hand, your left. Or is it left and right? I don't remember. Fun stuff like that.
So, shall we move on to televisions?
Yeah, this is gonna be a nostalgia trip, but also like a good story because there's so many great television shows. Right, we're gonna talk about television shows this episode.
Okay, so, and to make it a bit more narrow, what I was thinking was we could talk about a show from the past that we really enjoyed, and talk about a show that's currently running that we enjoy.
Okay.
So,
I can get behind that.
Dan, do you want to start?
Pick me last. I need to think about this.
Oh.
I don't watch enough
Actually,
TV.
I can do this. So movies and stuff like that. I'm a huge movie buff. I talked about how I do filmmaking in the past, and like that's my hobby. Big movie buff. I love going to the cinema. I love watching movies. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't get to do it as much as I like to in college. I hope maybe we can start going to movies more often. I mean, my friends used to go to movies like every other week. You just go to the theater. It was great. And so I watched a lot of movies, and because of that, I also watch a lot of television shows. A lot of it actually ends up being I watch most of it's on Netflix and stuff like that because I don't have a TV anymore. And I think there was one TV show which I have because it took me forever to figure out what is my favorite TV show. When I think TV shows, what show goes to the top of my list is this is my favorite TV show of all time, and this TV show Chuck, right? You ever hear about it? If I told you about it?
Sounds very familiar.
So
Yeah,
it was
sounds
hard for me to
familiar.
decide because Firefly is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. Joss Whedon's Firefly. I got a poster of it on my wall, and I could watch that show forever. It's just masterfully done. But Chuck is my favorite TV show that I've ever seen. So it's about this nerdy guy that works at a Buy More. Now, Buy More is their world's version of Best Buy. So it's a Buy More, and he works for the Nerd Herd, Geek Squad, Nerd Herd. It's kind of funny stuff, right? So he works for the Nerd Herd, and he's a Stanford dropout, was kicked out of Stanford by his roommate, who falsely accused him and falsely got evidence on him for cheating on tests, which got him kicked out of Stanford. So he's kind of working a nowhere job, dead end job, doing nothing. And one day he gets an email on his birthday from his roommate in college, who he thinks is a banker, who isn't a banker, he works for the CIA, who sends him an email which has all the files and information from this computer called the Intersect, which is a joint NSA-CIA computer, has all of their data of everything in that one computer. And his roommate broke in, stole that information, and sent it to him in an email. And the way it's stored is in all these subliminal images, so it's like downloaded into your brain when you see these images. And he opens the email, and the images start flashing, and he just absorbs it all. So now whenever he looks at certain things, people, items, images, whatever, the knowledge kind of comes to him. And like a flash, they call it a flash. And because it's sent to him, the CIA and the NSA then both send an operative to go retrieve and deal with him. And subsequently, they form a joint NSA-CIA team where he is the asset and he has two handlers. And it's about him saving the world, dealing with personal life crises of being a spy and holding secrets from his best friend and his family and his sister, because he lives with his sister and his sister's boyfriend, because he can't get a place for his own, and he has his best friend that he's known since they were little kids, having to keep the secret from them, having to have a cover as boyfriend and girlfriend with this really, really hot girl who's the CIA handler, and dealing with life stuff.
Why wouldn't he move in with the CIA and the NSA handlers? And
Well,
be like, I'm paying rent or something like that as cover, right?
Well, because he still has to maintain his actual life. So like, he's still working at the Buy More. He's still working his job, And why would he move in? That'd be so suspicious. I'm just gonna move in with these random people.
I guess.
Uh,
I mean, like, if the government already knows about it, like...
Yeah, but his family doesn't. His friends don't. And the thing is, like, they say, we're gonna take you to a safe house and bury you underground for the rest of your life. And he's like, no. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Oh, it's one of those. Nice.
And I think it's a great story. I love it.
dig.
It's my favorite show.
Dan,
And I've seen it like 5 times.
do you have a old television show?
This is tough, because a lot of what I consume is not very traditional media. It's kind of, but also no. I don't know. I feel like I read more than I watch TV. I watch a lot of YouTube, so I do that. But, like, the thing is, there are 3 shows that will forever be at the top of my list for pretty much almost everything. And they're all 3 of them are anime.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Like, Naruto's up there on my list just because of the nostalgia factor.
But it's kind of like because of what they mean to me in certain ways. So, at the bottom of the 3 is Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, such a good show.
Very strong.
Such a good show.
A lot of the inspirational quotes helped me through some dark times during my life.
It's so good.
So that, and I dig the style and stuff like that, and it's kind of...
You want to talk about inspiration? Gurren Lagann.
Ooh, okay, yeah. But that came in very late in my life.
That's true. Yeah.
Now... Then, the place for number 1 is
number 2?
split between the 2 shows. And that is Fooly Cooly, which I have ranted to Zack about a lot.
So stupid.
Shut up! It means
fighting
so.
with guitars.
Excuse me. There is an
Fooly
enormous
Cooly doesn't
level
mean
of
anything.
metaphors.
Let Dan.
No, it is.
just
But
give
it's just like people have asked me, "What's Fooly Cooly about?" And the answer I've only been ever been able to give them is everything.
Yeah, it's about a lot of things.
It's about everything.
There are. All right. So the other one is Gintama, which
Oh yeah.
helped me define my own humor a lot
Fooly
more.
Cooly is apparently getting like a new new series.
I know! My God, I'm so excited! It's coming out this year, and I lost my shit when it happened. And they're bringing back the band, which is my literal favorite band. Boy!
It was like me when I heard Togeki's was getting a new season and Full Metal Panic was getting a new season.
Yeah.
A lot of great things are happening.
Yes, yes.
Dan-
So I'm
Dan-
gonna
Dan freaked me out for a bit.
I'm gonna explain Gintama
Ryan, get back here.
very quickly because it's a very stupid show. It's Japanese animated SNL. They make references to politics. They make references to businesses.
They make references to other anime.
Yes,
Constantly.
They love doing that, and they shitpost on literally everybody, and it's great. They shitpost on their own story. Like literally, one arc, the dude had a sword, and the hilt of it was an actual piece of shit. And he was just like, "That's the shit sword." And that's how he defeated that arc's fucking boss. And I was like, all right, yeah, it's Gintama. What do you want from it? You know, my Chinese friend literally told me that the Chinese translation of Gintama is silver balls. So like the name of it's just a meme on its own.
At least his name means something. Fooly Cooly literally doesn't mean anything.
If you say Gintama wrong and you say Kintama, it means golden testicles.
What does Gintama mean?
It's supposed to be like silver hair or something like that. But it's I don't know. The translation is very, it's like a pun. So like I don't know. But the other one is Fooly Cooly, and Fooly Cooly is a 6-episode thing that exists, and it's around this one kid who's in middle school.
Fights with guitars.
They fight with guitars. Guitars are both melee weapons and ranged weapons. There are many scenes or at least one scene that I recall of where they were shooting shotgun shells out of
something in his forehead.
Well, there's a gateway in his
Yeah.
head, and things will come out of it, and they have to fight it. But it's a lot of it. It's very complicated. It's unnecessarily complicated, and they purposely put it that way. I don't know why. I don't know why they purposely did that. But I've rewatched the entire thing about 30 times because I'm insane. And because I really love the soundtrack and the way that they change the art style literally every 5 minutes.
It's like Nichijou.
Yeah.
When Nichijou just blows his animation budget for a 2-second scene.
I respect them so much for it. Too.
I know, me too.
But I don't know. One thing that people are always like, what is it about? The best thing I can tell you what it's about is it's this kid trying to prove that he's not the same as his older brother. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you're that guy's younger brother. And he's like, shut up. I'm a person. You don't have to compare me to my older brother. I'm not going to be as good at baseball as him. I'm not going to be as good of a student as him. I'm not going to be as tall as him. I'm not going to be as cool as him. So just let me be me. So that's kind of like a big part
There's
of
a love story in there someplace.
There are very questionable love stories because he's in middle school and those girls are not in middle school. They are very much older than him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's me. They hired a band to do the entire soundtrack, and they are my favorite band, The Pillows. Good
They're
boys.
getting back together for the new one.
Well, they didn't really break up.
Yeah, but like they're bringing them back up from.
Yeah, they're yeah. One day I will go to Japan and see them live. One day, hopefully they will still be together by then, because I don't know when I'll be back. Anyways, Ryan.
All right, so I have 3 shows that are tied for the top spot.
See, I just had one.
I know, but like it's hard for me to choose.
We're
It's hard for me
insane.
to choose. You know how hard it is me to choose? I want to put Gurren Lagann up there. I want to put Naruto up there. Do you know how like Naruto holds a special place?
I don't know.
I feel like it does in a lot of our generation.
That's because we grew up with it, you know. And
That's
grew,
true.
and then he grew up as we grew up.
Oh, that was weird, but also yes. Yeah. And now like we're grouchy old men and we're like, we don't like the new series. How dare
The
they?
new series is trying too hard.
It wasn't trying hard at the beginning of old Naruto.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
Alright,
Are you
anyway.
telling me that you care about Boruto like you cared about Naruto after the Zabuza arc?
No.
I feel like that's how they would want us to care about the show, and I have to respect their wishes. I mean, you're telling me you wouldn't respect
I just
their
think they're
wishes?
trying a little too hard
I don't
with
know.
everything.
Okay,
you know?
so-
It's like I don't want to be
Trying to
like my
establish a
father.
character for a very dedicated fan base, okay?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have to work it up. You know.
We're
Okay.
interrupting Ryan.
Well, first off, Naruto was like had everyone hated him, and Boruto is just I don't want to be my father, and it's like it's so lame.
I also like kind of catch that aesthetic though, or like that style of like I don't want to be the other person because I don't know.
I mean, I think it's
I have
a
that
good.
problem.
It's a good.
One day we will speak of these legendary tragedies. Ryan?
But you know what is great?
So basically, like I said, I have 3.
And there I was,
Interrupting
surrounded by
Ryan.
fire ants, beef jerky in one hand and my grandma's ashes in the other.
Zack. Thank
He hates being interrupted.
Copy pasta.
Anyways, the 3 shows that take my top spot are the original Dragon Ball,
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
that's pretty
a lot of
respectable.
That's respectable.
Camp Lazlo. from
Oh
Cartoon
my
Network.
God, Camp Lazlo.
All right.
Oh, that was
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was a show.
And this next one is not an animated show. This is actually a show that's still ongoing, but it's
Oh.
very old. They are on their 16th season
What?
of today. But The Voice.
Really?
The Voice, really? The singing show
Mhm.
with the singing people, like American Idol, which is still going on, even though they already canceled it. They canceled it and they brought it back.
Yeah, but it's not relevant anymore. But The Voice is. Anyways. But just OG Dragon Ball, like, what's not there to like? Okay.
I never watched Dragon Ball when I grew up. I watched
I-
Naruto and Bleach.
I had a friend who was really into it, so I was kind of like proximity.
Naruto and Bleach were the
Into
two
it?
things I watched.
Naruto, I enjoy, but it doesn't. It's
You ever
not.
watched Bleach? That was one of the big 3.
Yeah, I watched the first season.
It was Bleach,
pretty good.
Naruto, Dragon Ball. There.
And, well, what about One Piece?
Okay.
I
Big
remember.
4?
We're about to have a debate here. Stop. All right. Anyways, but Camp
Cool, cool.
Lazlo, obviously, it's an old cartoon show, and I really enjoyed it. And if they brought it back, that'd be.
I only remember 2 episodes of Camp Lazlo.
Which were?
The one where the elephant guy, was trying to have the Tooth Fairy come because he was in love with the Tooth Fairy, and one of his teeth fell out, right? And he wanted his other tooth to fall out, but like they gave an X-ray, like yeah, that's not coming out because the tooth was like going all throughout his head,
Oh
like,
yeah.
so he couldn't take it out. Like, that's a joke. Like there was no way it was gonna fall out, so he started stealing people's teeth. The other one is they had a lemonade drink contest, and Laszlo like had to use the bathroom, but the mean crocodile dude said all of them were out of order.
I remember 2 episodes as well where the elephant guy was known as the like marshmallow monster, and the one where apparently like Laszlo and his 2 friends were going to like this mud puddle which they go to, and apparently this opposing camp that was like right next to it was also going to use it, and they were fighting over it.
Oh, the opposing camera.
Yeah. And so basically, how they determined who was going to use the mud puddle was sitting on cactus.
Wasn't that an all-girls camp? And like
Yeah.
one of the girls actually secretly loved Laszlo, but they
I
couldn't do
remember
anything about
that
that.
entire show is a montage of a lot of
Yeah.
weird moments for me.
That show was very weird.
It was also kind of good though,
Yeah.
but it was
And,
also
and it
really
just
weird.
fit into the niche, like the very end of the golden age, which was like Codename Kids Next Door,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
And The Voice.
Wait,
like,
was Camp Lazlo Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
It was Cartoon Network.
Cartoon
So
Network.
that's what I thought.
And The Voice. Just like I tried singing, and like to this day I don't think I've sang seriously in front of anyone because like
Open Mic Club.
even then like
But it wouldn't be, just have fun.
Didn't you sing in front of me once?
yeah, but like that was when like
And help with their confidence. You start coming.
but like the thing is too like
I dare you.
whenever I go to like whenever I go for a walk around campus like late at night, like I'll sing with like all my heart and like stuff because I eventually actually want to apply for The Voice or audition for The Voice.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Dude, go to Open Mic Club and get your confidence up.
And the thing is, like, I have to wait till next season because they already started this season.
Yeah,
But
of course.
anyways, like I would just walk around campus campus, like I have a set route that I take, and but like the thing is, my confidence is so low that if I see one person, I will immediately shut it.
Well, then start coming up with my club and work up.
And like even if the person can't hear me, they don't even know I'm there, I will shut it. Like I just
We're gonna work on this.
Yeah.
my
I mean, you know what I
confidence
realized?
my confidence in practically everything is like the lowest you could probably.
Well, we're gonna help with that.
How about not?
I think one of the things I'm just thinking about the podcast is like we're doing a good job telling stories, but like I remember we used to be like we all came up with a story, we're gonna have one big story, but now it's
Yeah.
just like a collection of we all tell our story, but now it's just become a collection of little stories about our daily lives, and I think
I feel like it's a little bit better of a format.
yeah, I think it's good that we come with our set stories to share, and then we just talk about other stories. We're still kind of monkeying with the podcast plan and story and format and all that stuff.
Guaranteed by episode 10 we'll have stuff settled.
All we know is that we each come with a story about something interesting that's happened, and the other stuff is we just talk about other things we've done in our lives and maybe some topics.
In like 3 years, we'll hit 52 episodes. Do you know
Right?
what that means?
What?
If there's 52 weeks in a year, it'll technically have been a year for the podcast.
That's if we don't miss an upload.
No, I mean, no, like, if you put us on a proper schedule, it would have technically have been a year. But I imagine we'll have that completed in 3 years.
Yeah.
With our
No,
upload
we
schedule.
may get there. Thing is, what I want to see is I hopefully we get a fan base, and we can not a fan base, at least regular viewers, and start posting ideas in the comment section for stories that we could tell or something like that. Oh, this isn't what happened, but this. So I actually want to share the story about what happened. So the dining out thing I was telling you. So I was at a race the day of dining out for rowing,
Oh, yeah.
and it's 3 hours away from the school, and the rowing team isn't getting back till late at night. 9 o'clock. I need to be there by 5:30. So I was very thankful that my parents were able to drive up to the rowing venue, watch the race, and then drive me and some friends back to the school in time. We made it there at 5, so we had 30 minutes to change to get there. But this is how I almost came back. And this is how I was going to get back until something's changed with my parents and they were able to take us. So we go to a school where we have a lot of pilots. A lot of my friends have private pilot's licenses. We also have a fleet of aircraft. I was talking to a friend and I was explaining my situation. He was like, "I'll fly you back." I was like, "Excuse me, what?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll get in one of the planes. I'm flying that day anyway. It's a 30-minute to an hour flight. I'll go take the plane. I'll take off from here, fly over to the rowing venue, land at the nearby airport. You just have to get to the airport. I'll come out and get you, and we just fly back."
So is that what you did?
That's not what I did.
No?
My parents drove me.
Oh.
Because after the incident, they didn't...
Yes.
Some stuff happened, and my parents were like, we'll just drive you. But, how cool is that? I almost just had a friend say, "Oh, you need to get back? I'll just fly you." Casually. That doesn't happen casually anywhere else.
Yeah, it's kind of our school that does that a lot.
It's just
Hey, you wanna come on a flight with me today?
Or, hey, I need to get to this place across the state. I'll fly you there during my regular flight hours. I have a private pilot's license. I can just take up a plane with you in it.
You know you can actually just go like ask a pilot here at Riddle and be like, "Hey, can you like fly me back home?" Because they need the
Why
flight hours.
haven't I been doing that?
Yeah, because, like, if it's nearby. And you don't have to pay, like, I think you still have to pay, like, some money for the gas and stuff, but,
Yeah.
like, airline ticket is a lot of money. You're not going to be paying a lot for, like, this short little flight in a tiny single-engine plane like that.
It'll be like,
Like, how amazing is that? How cool?
it'll be like $100 maybe.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, that's so cool.
That's actually a pretty big
And
discount.
he was going to do that just to get me back, and it would have been amazing. So I knew that if that happened, that would have been a fantastic story to tell on the podcast. But I thought the fact that it almost happened is just enough of an interesting story to share with
I
everyone.
wish we had more trains.
How about not?
I like trains.
No?
Trains are cool.
I like trains, but not when I'm sleeping.
We had a train that used to go through my town. I need to hear it.
Shut up.
when I sleep.
No, we'll save it for another time because we're actually out of time.
We are out of time. I think we
So-
do. I think one of the things we do need to work on more is so we always have our conversations. We always have little stories. We need to work on telling more interesting stories, like our go-to stories Right now it's kind of random.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing we need to work on structure. We're getting there, step by step, little by little.
All right. I just want to say a little something. I want to give like little tips of advice before the end of every episode from now on. So basically, tip of the day, tip of the night, tip of the evening, tip of whatever the time it is for
The
you.
week.
Yeah. Take more opportunities. The more opportunities you take, the luckier you will become. Okay.
One opportunity, one shot.
You regret
Eats
every
meat,
shot
mom's
you don't
sweaty.
take.
Mom's spaghetti.
Exactly.
Let's go get some spaghetti, boys.
We're gonna get
Alright,
sushi.
Well, spaghetti in the terms
Anyways.
of sushi.
So we
What?
Wait, hold on, no.
What you whispering?
One second. I need to take some Mike's. Mike's coming also.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Mike's coming as well.
Ah,
Fun sushi time. Wait,
Okay.
what is it?
wait, Dan. Okay, so no, Dan has to give his.
No, he does. That's the last thing. That's
Yeah.
the very
Okay.
last thing. I say my bit. You said something, and they were like,
I
"Hey,
say like, comment, subscribe.
and then something about I hope you enjoyed your drink as well.
don't click
No,
that button.
I'm just
I will
getting it
fight
ready.
you.
I'm just getting it ready.
And then we asked Dan for his. Anyway. Thank you for watching the Daily Life of College Boys podcast, the show where the podcast where we tell you interesting stories about our not so interesting lives, as we are in a pursuit to make our lives as interesting as possible.
So like, comment, subscribe. That's my thing, right?
That's your thing. Well, I think for the drink thing we have to have offer them a drink. We'll figure it out. Dan, do you have any closing remarks for us and our viewers?
This podcast. Wait. I have it written. I forgot. We have sponsored segments.
Oh God! So his final remarks is gonna be I thought it was gonna be something stupid that came to your mind. Like, what did you say in the car? Remember what you said in the car? Stupid thing.
That's quotes. Hold on. Wait for it. Let me touch your face, Zachary. It's very, very warm. You need to work on that. Now we'll save that for another time. This podcast brought to you by Canned Peas and Redline.
Dan, it's not a final remark. It's a sponsor. Do you have any final remarks, Dan? Anything you think?
Yeah.